You stayed quiet the entire car ride. It's a long, damned ride, but not a single sound came from the trunk. Your silence leaves me suspicious. I don't like quiet, not in a moment like this. I know you don't always like to talk verbally, but to hear nothing at all? No thumps, no fights, no screaming. There is a taser in the glove compartment. It'll incapacitate you, but shouldn't leave any permanent damage. Perhaps a small welt, but nothing else. I don't like the idea of leaving you alone too long in the trunk. I also happen to know it's particularly painful. That will not garner me the response I want from you. Fuck. The fucking things I do for you. I step into my house and collect a small medical kit that I keep in a kitchen cupboard. I unpackage a syringe and calculate the appropriate dosage of midazolam for you. I cap the needle and tuck it up my sleeve. It won't hurt you. It's just going to knock you out for a little while. I used it on myself first and timed the downtime. About 2 hours with some sluggish aftertones. That would give me more than enough time. All these things had to be calculated. A man in my position couldn't afford to guess when it came to that kind of thing. I press the button on the small fob for my car and the trunk raises. For a moment, I don't even see you. You have pressed your entire body against the back of the trunk and are doing your best to make yourself invisible. The strongest human instinct is self-preservation. It overrides reason and even your natural body functions. There is one thing that all humans understand: fear. The fear of pain and the fear of death. And then, lastly, there is the fear of the unknown. When unnamed monsters with large teeth and large claws skulked around the ever-moving shadows of our bonfires. I have to lean down to see your face. Your eyes are open as wide as they will go, and your pupils are pinpricks. I am not surprised. You must be very focused on every detail at once. I remove my mask and shove it into my pocket, so that you can read my lips in the glow of the trunk lights. Come here. I wait. Being a skilled hunter, I understand that it requires patience and perseverance. I know that it's imperative to get my point across clearly with fewer sentences. I am not sure how much you are going to be able to take in while in this state. An adrenaline rush is a hell of a drug. The crash will be severe as well. More so than any other time. In captivity, animals and humans alike would lunge for the opportunity if given a millimeter of space. You could ignore the danger to yourself entirely, and I don't want that. I don't want you getting any more injured than you already are. I have already calculated that this time around, there will be no fight or flight reaction. Albeit before, the running was simply impossible by the time your senses came back to you. I still doubt that you will run now. The space is enclosed. The garage door is closed. You have no idea where you are, and there is nowhere to go. That leaves two. Fawn or freeze? Which one would you be? Pay attention, my love. I want you to come here. I don't want to hurt you. Please don't make me hurt you. Be a good girl now. There is no greater bore than perfection. To have things go exactly as you wanted or desired. The flaws, the imperfections are what made the experience of taking power from someone exciting. Made it real. You are still. Your eyes locked on mine, but you don't move an inch. Certain behaviors of survival instincts are hard, if not impossible, to ignore. So far, it seems as though freeze is your reaction that could either make things easier or much more difficult. I really don't want to hurt you if I don't have to. I don't like quiet. Not in a moment like this. You're clearly thinking about something. Is that right? After a long standoff in silence, you give the smallest of nods. A spark blooms in my chest. You are a survivor, a fighter. You are strong and beautiful, and I am proud to see it. Our children will have the same spirit. They will have my hunter's ability and your strength and spirit. They will be unstoppable. You have not completely frozen. I know that looking an apex predator in the eye is a terrifying thing, but your gaze is unbreaking. I know you're scared, love. I understand. That was scary. So scary. And it's okay to be scared. I've asked you to do something, and it's your responsibility to obey now. Okay? As a deer freezes in the thicket when it senses itself in the crosshairs of a rifle, I am sure that yet again you are holding your breath in anticipation of whatever is to come next. Your mind is in survival mode, and this situation is so foreign to you that you are only planning one step ahead. You are waiting on me to do whatever it is that I am going to do. All other reactions have shut down. It seems as though you were too confused and too terrified to react the entire drive. Perhaps that explains the lack of response. No screams, no thumps, just silence. Your eyes fill, and only now do you start to cry. Oh no, don't cry. Don't cry, my love. Shh. It's okay. I'm right here. I'm here to help. You're okay. I'm sorry for scaring you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad. I'm not mad, my love. I don't want you to be scared of me. I don't ever want that. I love you. I show you my empty hands, and I wait. I have always been fantastic at manipulating people. My words are soothing. My eyes can mimic those of caring and empathetic individuals. But for you, I can't rely on my voice. I can't lull you into a semi-hypnotic pull with my speeches and gentle steering of your thoughts. For someone who relies so much on body language, I know that I have to emote and express myself in the softest way possible. I have created this gentle persona especially for you. Taming you will be the biggest feat I've accomplished thus far. Right now, you are akin to a wild animal. The thing about wild animals is that humans oft underestimate just how fierce they are until they've opened their cage. If there are no other alternatives, an animal will fight. even when the consequences are perceived as unfavorable and the ability to prevail is low. I don't want you to fight, but I know there is a rallying call that humans are deft at listening to, that little voice within them that screams hope and freedom. I will have to take that little voice from you. Ever so slowly, I lean down, holding my hand out to you. It's okay. You're safe now. I love you. Come here, baby. I nod encouragingly with a gentle smile, and despite everything in your being screaming at you not to, you reach out and put your hand in mine. You are practically vibrating from the adrenaline and terror. Only human beings can look directly at something, have all the information they need to have the alarm in your head blaring, screaming at you with flashing red lights, and will promptly ignore that. You first froze, but now you fawn by showing your obedience. I love you so fucking much it hurts. You are so trusting, so very innocent, so obedient, so pure, such a good girl. I pull you forward, and you come forward cautiously. I keep that gentle smile and soften my eyes. I ease you closer, continuing to nod my encouragement as you inch towards me. As I go to help you out of the trunk, I straighten my other arm and let the capped needle fall into the palm of my hand. As your eyes are darting around in a panicked manner, taking in whatever details you can, I use my fingertips to push the cap off. I want this to be gentle, but there are some things that even I can't help you with. But I will do it as quickly as possible nonetheless. I strike, and as soon as the needle makes purchase, I hit the plunger. All in one quick movement, I am already pulling you forward and wrapping an arm around you. You make a sound of that like a wounded bird, and are immediately fighting like a cat being strangled, claws, teeth, and screeching. I know this is hard. This is hard for me too. But it's important for me to define our relationship, to establish some boundaries with you. You need to know who is in control. I know that I can overpower you. I'm not concerned about that. For now, I just need to get you and the situation under control and prepare everything. I know you're scared, my love, but don't worry. You'll wake up and everything will be ready.